Good morning, Guri. It's Kerry here from Pacific Toyota Lexus Cairns. So before I get into the virtual tour, I just want to give you a look at our dealership that we have here on 77 Mulgrove Road. So basically we have made up two pre-owned vehicles that we have here in Cairns or far north Queensland. So the second yard we do have is actually 235 Mulgrove Road south of Cairns on the left hand side, as our new cars and Lexus as well showroom. So basically behind that is our service department and parts department as well too. And we actually do have owned opposite lot, full drive, and a couple of other dealerships that we have here. So just before I get into it, that's the heart of Cairns, 1 kilometre into the city of itself. And I just would like to show you what vehicles we hold in stock. So we hold up about 160 to 200 cars at every month, and we do sell around about 160 cars a month here in Cairns. So basically they're not just go here, like I said on the phone, they're based in down further south of Cairns, Townsville, Mackay, Rockhampton, Brisbane. Further south is New South Wales, Victoria, Melbourne, Tasmania, and out west as well too from Northern Territory. Okay, so the vehicle that you inquired on today is our 2019 Toyota Corolla Ascent Sport in hatch, 5-door, white in colour. So this vehicle that you inquired on is, before I go into the video itself, just want to point out if there's any scratches, dents, paints, I would like to fix those for you on behalf of the manager as well too. And if there's any interior perfections as well too, I would like to sort that out before it actually arrives in Brisbane. Okay, let's get straight into it. I'm just going to go straight down to the front bar here and just give you a look how clean and tidy that front bar is. Just on a pre-owned vehicle, there is always going to be that little minor scratch here and there. There is a little bit of a scratch underneath the front bar there, as you can see. I'm going to point to it. And there's a little one just here as well too. So okay, just making my way up onto the bonnet. Just give a look at the top of the bonnet as well, just to make sure there is no stone chips. Just a little bit of dirt. Okay. Looks really good, clean and tidy. Got a nice shine on it as well too. Before that, I'll go into the windscreen just to make sure there is no chips or cracks in the windscreen itself. If there is, I'll actually point that out and we'll have that fixed as well. So there's a little one here that we can able to get our windscreen repair guy to fix that as well. It's just a little tiny chip. Okay, that's on the front of the bonnet, up onto the windscreen. Now I'm just going to give you a look down from the front of the vehicle to the rear of the vehicle on the passenger side, and just make my way down onto the panel itself, just to make sure it's clean, straight and tidy. Make sure there is no dents in the doors, up on the quarter panels, and actually on the rear bar. That looks pretty clean, straight and tidy. So just going up onto the roof, just make sure there is no hail damage at all, because basically we do all our car history reports on our vehicles before we purchase them. So make sure there is no hail actually damage on it, or hasn't been in an accident. That looks pretty good just on the revision mirror. Okay, just make my way into the passenger door, just to give you a look at the trim on the vehicle itself, just to make sure there is no markings. If there is, we can get and have a look at that as well too. Just up onto the kick panel, up onto the passenger seat. As you can see, there's logbooks are sitting on the passenger seat. That looks clean and tidy. Those seats still look fairly new. Up onto the driver's side, then onto the dash, just to make sure there is no perfections, bad perfections on the dash, scratches. That looks pretty good on that side. I'll just make my way into the rear of the door. That's on the passenger side. Down on the kick panel on the back of the seat. those seats look pretty clean and tidy. So now I'll just make my way back and just looking on the rear bar just to make sure there is no little bad imperfections on the rear bar itself. There's one little one just there. I'll be able to get our guy that does all our brush touching, he'll be able to fix that up for you. Just on the rear bar down the bottom. Okay, so before I go into the rear of the vehicle, I just want to show you that on the badging you've got your reverse camera. Okay, just looking inside the boot as I lift it up. That is nice, so there's no markings on the trim, just that you got a puffer shelf as well too, just to look that. Okay, so looking down from the rear of the vehicle, heading straight to the front of the vehicle on the guard, just want to make sure there is no imperfections on that or bad scratches or dents. Okay, that looks really clean, straight and tidy. Just up onto the roof on this side, on the driver's side. There's no hail damage or anything on that, just to make sure. Okay, just looking into the rear of the door, onto the back trim, down on the kick panel on the back of the driver's side seat. Just make sure there is no markings on there, because you do get that a little bit on a couple of pre-owned vehicles. Okay, just going into the driver's side now and just giving you a look at the trim. As you can see on your door panels, you've got your electric windows, central locking in your windows, and basically your power mirrors, so your auto mirrors that you can fold in and fold out. Alright, so down on this part here as well, there is a little bit of scuff mark, but I can get that out without a bit of polish. Onto the rear, up onto the dash. On the driver's side seat, just to make sure there is no markings on that seat. Okay, so I just make my way into the vehicle now, just to give you a look at all the features on the vehicle itself. Before I go into it, I'm just going to look. 33,102 kilometers on the clock. Just as I've got the video, the camera on the dash, I just want to go through some functions on it as well too. So that's just the stereo mode system. That's actually controlled on the steering wheel. Alright, just around the steering wheel itself, just to make sure there is no bad imperfections on the markings on the steering wheel. On the left side of the panel of the steering wheel, you've got your volume controls, your voice recognition and your Bluetooth. You can change your radio stations with that, and that's your back bar. On the right of the steering wheel, you've got your factory cruise control. You're setting your cruise control as well too, and basically you've got your radar cruise control. That's actually based with your cruise, so you can set your distance and your lane departure as well too. Perfect. So just working my way over to the audio sound system. As you can see, I'm just going to go through that a little bit with you. Just basically your source, the audio. You can connect to Bluetooth as well too. And then down on to me air conditioning. So you've got your speed control on your air conditioning. You can turn that back and forwards. Basically over here on your dial, you have got your settings on that, so you can change it from 18 degrees all the way up to about probably 28 degrees, depending on how warm you would like your vehicle. Just down under there, so on that side has actually got your USB plug, so you can plug into your USB, connect it to the audio sound system, onto your gear stick, and basically before the gear stick itself, you've got your sports mode and your traction controlled mode. As I've got that up in reverse, I'll just show you the reverse camera. On there is the automatically handbrake that you'll have when you put it straight back into park. Your cup holders in your center console, where all your chargeable is, or your 12 volt for your accessories. And then working my way over to the logbooks, owner's manuals itself. Like I said, it is a one owner, so there would be not much servicing done in the vehicle itself. Probably had about 2 services. So you can see the first one is done about 12,000 Ks. Next one's done 33,000 Ks as of what's on the clock now. Okay, and it does actually also come with 2 keys as well too. So as I was mentioning to you on the phone, you'll have 2 keys as well too. Alright, so I'll just make my way into the engine bay now. Okay, so just going through just to show you the underneath the bonnet of the vehicle, just the engine itself. Okay, so that has come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you please do not hesitate to give me a call. Let me know if there is any bad perfections. Please point them out to you. Have a great day. Thank you.